Hey, what's up guys? We're Demir and Carrie from Lifehack Bootcamp, and we want to help you find an edge in your workflow so that you can get more done and get back to living the kind of life you want to live.
Yeah, in this video, we're talking about the right ways to use accountability to turn knowledge into action in the most effective ways, and also the wrong ways.
And if you missed our part 1 video about why accountability works, then you can check that out in the link above.
So in that last video, we talked about how accountability is the most extremely potent form of social pressure, and it basically hacks around fear and resistance and is more reliable and consistent than even willpower.
Yeah, accountability works because it's programmed deep into our DNA. And since we're such social creatures, it's really effective in increasing our level of discipline effortlessly.
Guys, there is a right way to create accountability that works, and there is a very, very wrong way. So today we're going to talk about the right way.
So we call the type of accountability that really works 4-layered accountability. And what's so great about this is it's not just one layer of accountability, because that is faulty. It actually provides 4 overlapping layers that reinforce that ironclad discipline and has the power to actually get things that you usually hate doing, get you doing those things, and get you enjoying doing those things.
So let's break down each layer. And as we're doing this, I want you to sort of sense check, ask yourself, think back to the times in your life when you were really successful, and ask yourself if these layers of accountability might not have been present.
The first layer of accountability is having a coach. Now this can be a leader or a mentor. We call them a bar raiser because they are designed to create a space of elevated expectations for you, where status quo is no longer acceptable.
So think about them creating a bubble, right? And inside this bubble, status quo, average results, it's just not acceptable anymore. Only your best efforts are allowed. So think back to a time that you really accomplished something incredible and ask yourself, did I have a coach, a mentor, some kind of bar raiser in my life?
The second layer of accountability is having a team of people around you who you respect. These should be like-minded individuals who are at your level or higher. Now remember, teams are at their best when you really respect the other people around you. If the respect is there, then you're going to find yourself motivated to take action. And if they give you feedback on something, then you're much more likely to actually listen to it.
But guys, by far the best part is the competition. I call it friendly competition, the kind of competition that you have with people who are on your own team, not on another team. Because let's be honest, it's really hard to make excuses when somebody else on your team is getting a better result. So teams really help us stop making excuses. They help us stop feeling sorry for ourselves and just get in the game and get the result.
And a funny story, we actually had a CEO in one of our boot camps who was really putting up a lot of excuses about why he couldn't take action, and he had every excuse in the book. And then we had a different lower level executive who he perceived as actually lower in status than him, just getting out there and really crushing it. And what's funny is we didn't have to say a thing. That executive, that CEO, saw that somebody else was getting those results, and he was able to jump in the game so quickly after that. Yeah, so friendly competition is good. I mean, you'll find an endless supply of motivation and that discipline and drive when there's that competitive spirit.
Now, the third layer of accountability is a buddy, somebody who's responsible for you and you're responsible for them. And guys, just that concept is so powerful. Just the idea that you're tied together, you sink or swim together. And that obligation keeps you both engaged in whatever game it is you're playing, whether it's working out, or whether it's writing a book or getting an incredible result in some other area of your life.
But let me warn you, all right? A lot of people try to do this with one of their good friends, and good friends make terrible buddies because the friendship is on the line, right? They're susceptible to emotional bribery from you and vice versa. So the best buddy is someone who you respect, but someone who you're not really besties with or you're not really close to.
Now, the fourth layer of accountability is public accountability. Think about in sports, right? If you're a sports team and you're playing your crosstown rival and you lose big, you can't hide it. It's going to be splashed across the front page of the newspaper. But a lot of times when you're doing something like writing a book or starting a business, if you don't accomplish it or if you don't even start it, nobody finds out. We just quietly sort of bury the dead bodies of our failures.
So layer 4 is all about creating opportunities for those public declarations where people outside of your normal household are going to know like what your goal is and what you want them to hold you to. I mean, let me tell you, when you get out there and you tell your clients that you're going to have your new product launched by X date, that really puts you on the hook to deliver it. And we do this with all of our new products. In fact, we just launched one called Master Your Morning and Evening Routines, and we declared the launch date of the product before we had even started developing it.
Yeah, that public accountability really puts a fire under your butt to get it done. And of course, guys, you can even do the opposite. You can declare what's going to happen if you don't get it done. Sort of like Domino's Pizza. If we don't deliver it in 30 minutes or less, you get your money back. That also creates public accountability.
So all these 4 layers are about putting massive skin in the game, because the more on the hook you are for something, the easier you're going to find it is to deliver that thing. Investing your hard-earned cash into a coach and a training program is yet another way of putting yourself on the hook.
So just to wrap these layers up, everybody knows you need discipline and grit to get things done. We know we need accountability, but we found that there's accountability that works and accountability that doesn't. The accountability that works, you can be looking for 4 layers: a coach, a team, a buddy, and public accountability. So that if one of those layers doesn't work for you or isn't present for you, the other ones will compensate. And when you have these 4 layers in place, it absolutely amplifies your discipline to a level that you really never thought was possible.
We're even surprised by how well it works. We actually had a client step out of an Oscars party he was attending to take his accountability buddy call, because that's how non-optional he treated that to his success.
So guys, thanks for checking out this video about accountability that really works, 4-layered accountability. Now I want you to start using this to get skin in the game, close those escape routes, and start taking action on your biggest goals.
If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit subscribe below to get more videos like this.